This is Reddy from South Asia. In the previous presentations, I discussed about the Madras Presidency evolution, that is the formation, that's the genesis. I also discussed elaborately about the various districts in Madras Presidency. Today, I will discuss about the dissolution of Madras Presidency. As you have noted that this talk takes little more time because I aim in covering the topic in depth so that the serious interested audience will have a better idea. The entire concept is, this is our Dharti, Bhumata, Bhudevi. We are talking about a certain part of it. That is South Asia and Deccan and Madras Presidency in Deccan. These talks are prepared by me with an aim to give a deeper understanding of the land, people, territory, culture, heritage as they evolved. I have spent more than 4 decades in studying this as a serious student of South Asian heritage. I would like to bring that deeper knowledge to you, so please bear with me, and those who lack the time, they can pause the videos at a particular point, look at a slide. I give the talk's presentation extemporally based upon the content of the slide. If you want a particular slide content information that is interest to you, you can explore that particular part and need not go over entire presentation. Coming back, the dissolution of Madras Presidency, and in this talk we'll discuss about Madras Presidency dissolution. And you also notice that in my slide presentations I may have same slide, but there is a different version of it. It gives a different idea, a different aspect of the concept we are discussing. So you can also pay attention to that. It's not a repetition. It is just designed that way with a particular purpose in mind. Let's go back to the overall. And as we discussed, we talk about the Madras Presidency dissolution, and before we go into, we discuss about the Madras Presidency formation and its peak territorial achievement in 1801 and final its dissolution in 1953 and 1956. This is the overall concept idea I am targeting to convey in this presentation. And before we do that, let's see what are the districts Madras Presidency has at its peak. This is very critical, because if you start visualizing India, if you look at the districts wherever you are traveling and reading how the changes, territorial boundaries have modified, with these we will get a better idea. So let's go over here. This is the Madras Presidency when it was first formalized as a big territorial entity, as a treaty of Carnatic Treaty in 1801 with Azim daula. And the districts almost remain the same with slight marginal modifications. We will go over the districts here. And this is the Pulikart Lake, the historical boundary during the Vijayanagara Emperor's times between Telugu-speaking territories north and Tamil-speaking territories in the south. Now this Pulikart Lake is in a famous rocket launching center is also on the island, and that is in the Nellore district bordering Chengalpattu district or Tiruvallur district now. It's around about, I think, 30-40 kilometers north of Chennapatnam, Madras, Chennai. And the districts north of Pulikart Lake, Telugu speaking districts, they form 2 divisions or regions. The coastal regions are Sarkar. So the Sarkar districts are Nellore districts, Guntur district, this is the Krishna river. The boundary between Krishna district and Guntur district. Why this pen? Usaha ledger pen, erasure pen. Just I'm trying to get a highlighter. Just bear with me, I lost the pointer. Yeah. Sorry for the inconvenience. Yeah, sorry, I got the laser pointer. So these are the districts, Telugu speaking districts, these are the coastal districts, these are ceded districts, Dattamandalam or Rayalaseema districts. Southern part is Tamil speaking districts, this is Madras city, and this is Chengalpattu district, that Kanjipuram, that is North Arcot district, Vellore, South Arcot district, that is Kadalur, surrounding the French enclave of Pondicherry or Puducherry. Then we have Salem, Baramahal district, and we have Tiruchirappalli district and Tanjavuru district, and we have Madurai district, Ramanathapuram, Tirunelveli, and Coimbatore, Nilgiris. These are the Tamil speaking districts, and these are Telugu speaking districts. On the west coast we have Malabar district, that is Malayalam speaking district, and north of it we have South Kannada districts. Also we have Lakkadivis that were also administered part of Madras. So these are the districts after independence, at the time of independence partition in 1943. Madras Presidency name, when the Dominion of India was formed in 1947 after partition, the presidency became a state. So it's just a change in the name. Madras Presidency into Madras State in 1947, and all these districts remained as it is. And the princely state of Banganpalli in Kurnool district and princely state of Sandur in Bellary, I think that's not really a princely state, it is like a Jamindari type of thing, and the princely state of Pudukottai were merged. And the princely state of Cochin here and Travancore were merged and became Travancore-Cochin state, not princely states. A state like a province in the dominion of India. Then the Mysore princely state became Mysore state. That is just a core Mysore state, which is southern part of today's Karnataka. So Telugu speaking district, Tamil speaking district, Malayalam speaking district, Kannada speaking districts. I have also drawn the line here to make the things clear. The Ballari district line here, and this is in the Palakkad Pass area, Coimbatore and Malabar and Kannada districts. So the Travancore-Cochin has Trichur, Kottayam, Trichu, north of Periyar river, enlarged Kottayam that contains Ernakulam and Idukki, and Kollam that contains Alappuzha, Alapi, and Pathanam Thitta, and Kollam or Quillan. And there are Trivandrum district, southernmost part of the Travancore-Cochin state, with 8 taluks, that is Cherahankal, Attingal, and Nedumangad, Trivandrum, Nayattinakara, and southern part Vilancode, Kalkulum, Thovala Agastewaram. why I mentioned those 8 taluks of Trivandrum district of erstwhile Travancore princely state of Travancore-Cochin state in the dominion of India will become clear as we move further. Sorry for that. So these are the districts of 1951, and this is the same map, but you see the difference between, I say 1951, here you see 53, 56, the difference between the, I ported the same map and made minor modifications for your clarity. This is where major boundary is going to happen. This is where further dissolution is going to happen. This is where further dissolution will happen. This is where further dissolution happen in Kanyakumari, and we discuss about South Canara bifurcations and so on. That's the reason why I have given the same. In 1953, Telugu speaking districts including Ballari were designated as Andhra State with capital as Kurnool on the bank of river Tungabhadra. Tungabhadra formed and Krishna northern part of certain portions of Madras Presidency. Bellary district here, Kurnool district, and Anantapur district, and Kadapa district, Chittoor district. These is ceded districts, and coastal districts are Sarkars, Nellore, Guntur, Krishna, 2 Godavaris, Ubaya Godavaris, twin Godavaris, Vishakhapatnam and Vijayanagaram. As a result of agitation and death of Congress leader Sri Ramulu from Nellore district, Pandit Nehru government finally decided to bifurcate and form a purely linguistic province of Telugu state. That was the first major dissolution. After the Andhra state formation, that was in October 1st, 1953, that is different from Andhra Pradesh in 1956. This Andhra Pradesh, this is Andhra state of Madras Presidency. Madras Presidency, now we call truncated Madras Presidency, still has the Tamil speaking district, that is Madras, Chengalpattu, 2 Arcots, Baramahal, Salem, and Tiruchirappalli and Tanjavur, Madurai, Ramanathapuram, Tirunelveli, Coimbatore, Nilgiri. Tamil speaking districts, plus on the west coast, Malabar, Malayali speaking districts, and South Canara, Kannada speaking district or Canary speaking district. In 1956, during the overall reorganization of the Bharat, that is after partition truncated India, based upon the linguistic communities, State Reorganization Committee made certain recommendations, that is called Fazl Ali Commission, and Government of India Lok Sabha passed the resolution law, State Reorganization Act. That is the final blow to the Madras Presidency, we can call in political terms coup d'etat. That means the final kick. Still you see the blue, light blue area, Madras Presidency after Andhra state formation. What happened in 56 is the Madras State, still you have Madras Presidency, 53 truncated Madras State, then further truncated Madras State contained predominantly Tamil speaking district from the presidency, but it got Kanyakumari District. This was the addition to the Madras Presidency. Where does that Kanyakumari District came? From the princely state of Travancore, southern portion of Trivandrum District was predominantly Tamil speaking area. That is vilancode, Kalkulum, Thovala Agastewaram, with Nagarkoil, Bhutapundi and Padmanabhapuram and Kujithurai as headquarters of the taluks. Agitation by Nesamani and others. So these Tamil speaking areas of Wayanad region, Travancore Princely State, Cochin Travancore State was given to Madras State during 56 reorganization. That's the Kanyakumari District. That's the addition. In addition to that, in the enlarged Kottayam District, a Kollam District, Kulan, the Chengotta Tenkasi Taluk is also given to Madras State. That was integrated with Tirunelveli, which has a Tootukkudi, Tirunelveli, and Nanguneri, Radhapuram, and so on. So the 56 State Reorganization Act, it got Sengottai Tenkasi, now part of Tirunelveli district, and 4 taluks in the form of Kanyakumari district. And Madras State gave Malabar District to Travancore-Cochin State, and it gained Kanyakumari and Sengottai Tenkasi, and it gave South Kannada District, Mangalore District to Mysore State, and it didn't gain anything from Mysore State. And Bellary, which was in Andhra State, was transferred to Mysore State, Bellary District, Mysore State. So now when people call Siddhi District, they also mostly refer to Bellary District also, even though Bellary District is now in Mysore State, that is now called Karnataka State. So that is about 1953 first dissolution or bifurcation of Madras State, 56 final bifurcation of Madras State. So November 1st, 1956, after the bifurcation, these are the districts we can go over: Vijayanagaram District, Visakhapatnam District, East Godavari District, West Godavari, Krishna District, Guntur District, and enlarged Prakasam District, and Nellore District, Chittur, Kadapa, Anantapur, Kurnool. And Madras City State, Madras City District, Urban District, and enclosed by Chengalpattu District, North Arcot Vellore, South Arcot Vilupu Kadalur, and Tanjavuru, Tiruchirappalli, and Dharmapuri, Krishnagiri, and Salem, and Ramanathapuram, Madurai, Tirunelveli, Kanyakumari, Coimbatore, Nilgiri. So as a part of dismemberment of Madras Presidency State, we need to discuss about Malabar District. Remember, Malabar District is a very prominent district. It was on the western coast. The Malabar District, Malabar region, was given to the British Madras Presidency during the Third War as a result of Treaty of Srirangapattinam. It's called Malabar District, and it contains today's regions such as Pulikart, Vallu Nadu, Nadu, that is Manjeri, Mallapuram, and Wayanadu, Kalpetta, and Sultan Battery, and so on, and Ponnani, and Calicut, Kozhikode, the historic city town, the prominent biggest city in Malabar or northern Kerala, also was the capital of Jamorin rulers or Samudri rulers of Kerala, and Kurambanadu, that is north of Calicut, Kannur, Calicut, Kozhikode, and Kottayam, that is different from Kottayam district in Wayanad region. That Kottayam Taluk area contains Tellicherry, that was a prominent British the enclave at the time, and Chirankal district, that is Kannur district. This is the Malabar district which was given to Travancore-Cochin State. And the southern portion of Wayanad region or Travancore region of Travancore-Cochin State, 4 taluks. There was 8 taluks in Trivandrum district, that is the southern part of the Wayanad region, Wayanad kingdom, Travancore kingdom. Those 8 taluks were Chirayinkal, that is Attingal on the banks of Attingal river, and Nedumangad, and Neyattinakara, and Thiruvananthapuram, Vilancode, Kalkulum, Thovala Agastewaram. The 4 taluks, that is Agastewaram, Thovala, Kalkulum, Vilancode, were designated as the Kanyakumari District and given to the truncated Madras State in 1956. Because we are also talking about the dissolution of Madras Presidency in 1953, when first major dissolution occurred, Andhra State, here the important point is this is the 2 Godavari district, Nellore district. You can still see Ballari district here at that time in Andhra State when it was reconstituted in 1953, and with Kurnool as a capital on the Tungabhadra river. This is the Ballari district. You can see Hadagalli, Harpanahalli, Hospeta, that is the historic city of Vijayanagara. Hampi resides there, and Siriguppa and Ballari, Sandur, which is like an estate Jamindari like Banganpalli but lower stature, and Kudlagi. This is Ballari district during the 1953 reorganization of Madras State. You see this one plus Ballari. At that time, Madras State still contains Malabar District and South Kannada District. Then we talk about, we discussed about Kanyakumari District, and that is Wayanad region. We talk about South Kannada District. Remember, South Kannada District was a part of Madras Presidency. This is South Kannada District, also now called Mangalore District or Udupi District, or South Kannada, South Kannada, or Dakshin Kannada, the local cannery's name or Kannadiga name. It contains Kundapura, Udupi, Karkala, Mangaluru, Beltangadi, Putturu, and Kasaragod tehsils. At that time, during the final stages of Madras State, Madras Presidency time, surrounded on the north by North Kannada and Mysore Princely State, and Kodagu or Coorg or Malabar District. So the southern portion, Kasaragod predominantly spoke Tulu language and Malayali language. So it was awarded to added to Malabar District by the recommendations of State Reorganization Committee. So we discussed about the Kasaragod taluk that was added to the northern part of Malabar District of Madras Presidency dissolution process to Travancore-Cochin State, and bifurcation of 4 taluks, Vilancode, Kalkulum, Thovala, Agastewaram as a Kanyakumari district, and Tenkasi, Sengottai regions of Quillam or Kollam to Tirunelveli district. That is about 1940, 53-56 dissolution process. So here again we are looking the same thing in a different perspective. So what are we talk about Madras Presidency, right? Madras Presidency survived for 30 decades, almost 300 years or so, 3 centuries. That is a very vast amount of time in the historical connotations. And how it started? It started by Francis Day as a town like Madras town here, urban center, as a military trading post by the British East India Company in 1650-53, and it enlarged its territory tremendously in 1801. Thus almost looks like that after 1801. And 1953, it looked like this, except northern part, Telugu districts. In 56, it looked only like this, like almost modern Tamil Nadu. How did this happen? What are the predecessors of this? Are the regions, territories that preceded the Madras Presidency in 1652, and the regions, districts, territories, lands, provinces, states that succeeded Madras Presidency in 53-56. This is the map that gives you a clear-cut idea. Let's go over it. See, excuse me. Madras Presidency was preceded by Arayavidu Kingdom, which was headquartered at Chandragiri and Rayavelluru in the final years, where the land grant was given to Francis Day to go and establish and get some privileges as a Madras trading post come small military center of the British. Later, after the Carnatic wars in 1740s, 50s and 60s, the Madras Presidency has tightened its control over the Nawab of Carnatic. They have become the virtual rulers, called de facto masters of the land, not de jure. By law, the land was still ruled by the Arcot Nawab, at that time Muhammad Ali Khan Walaza, who died around about 1795 or so, succeeded by Umdatul Umara after 5 years. The final secession came. And as a result of Carnatic Treaty, with the successor of Umdatul Umara that we discussed before in the previous presentation, 1801, vast amount of territory were acquired. So that is Nawabi territory. Then at the 1 or 2 years before, round about 1799 or so, Tanjavur Maharaja, Maratha Maharaja gave this delta districts and taluks to the Madras Presidency. So Aryavid Kingdom is a small trading post, then much of the territory from Arcot Nawab, and also some Kaveri delta districts from Tanjavur Kingdom, and major territorial expansion of Madras Presidency occurred round about that time in the latter decade of 18th century in the 3rd and 4th Mysore Wars. In the 3rd Mysore War, Mysore Kingdom, at that time administered by the usurper Tipu Sultan, after 3rd battle Mysore War, Treaty of Srengapatnam gave Salem, Baramahal, that is Baramahal, Dindigal, western part of Madurai, that is Kodaikanal, Nilakottai, those Sandur, those regions, and Malabar to the British. That was the major territorial gain. But territory was discontiguous. That means you have a territory here, Madras city, surrounded by their British possession of Chengalpattu district. Now there is Northern Sarkar territory. Now we have Salem, Dindigal territory, Malabar. These are all non-contiguous, separated by Coimbatore, Nilgiri area. Still that belonged to Tipu Sultan, ruler of the Mysore Kingdom, de facto ruler. And in the 4th war and Treaty of Mysore, Immidi Krishna Raja Vadayar, who made the treaty with the East India Company Bahadur, gave, rather British got the territories and treaty was signed. It's not that. He was just a young king, I think 4 or 5 years old, and he signed the treaty. And the British took these territories and left the residual Vadayar kingdom to him as a princely state of Mysore. At the time, the 4th Mysore War resulted in gaining Kannara district and Coimbatore district. That means South Kannara, at that time it was also North Kannara was given. North Kannara, that is Karwar, South Kannara and Malabar, and Coimbatore, Salem, Dindigal, this formed the contiguous part. They came from Mysoreans, Mysore territory. And Asaf Jahi ruler, the Nizam, Asaf Jah's successor, who ruled for a lot of years, who died around about, I think, 1805 or so, Nizam Ali Khan gave in various years almost 40 to 50 years. Northern Sarkars, Guntur Sarkars. In 1800, major territorial cessions were also done by the Asafiya ruler of Hyderabad, Aurangabad, in the Marathwada region of Maharashtra today. That is the Side district, ceded to the British East India Company. Ballari district, Kurnool district, Anantapur district, Kadapa district, Chittoor district. So the predecessors of Madras Presidency, which survived for 3 centuries, are Arayavidu territory, Arcot Nawabi territory, Tanjavur Kingdom territory, Mysorean territories, and Asafiya territories. What happened in 53? You have Andhra State formation. In 56, further dissolution or reorganization of the state occurred. That is, Tamil Nadu and Kerala and Mysore, Karnataka. So, the successors of Madras Presidency are Tamil Nadu, that is the residuary Madras State after 2 major truncations. And also Kerala. Why Kerala is a successor? Because it has Malabar District, almost to 35% of its territory comes from Kasargod, Kannanur, Calicut, Kozhikode, Malappuram, Ponnani, and Pulikart District and Wayanad District. This was Madras Presidency's area. So, then Karnataka is also beneficiary, is a successor. Why Karnataka is a successor? Karnataka got northern South Kannada district and it also got North Kannada indirectly. How? North Kannada district or Kannada district, which are given to East India Company Bahadur by in the 4th war. Later, North Kannada district was separated from South Kannada, was given to Bombay Presidency. In 56 Reorganization Act, that Bombay Presidency southern portions called Northern Karnataka region or Bombay Karnataka region. Those are Karwar district, Dharwar district, Belgavi district and Vijapura district, Bijapur district. These 4, Belgaum, Bijapur, Dharwad, Hubli and Karwar, that is North Kannada districts, were given to Karnataka because Karnataka got North Kannada, South Kannada, which was originally a Madras Presidency territory. So, then why did I include Telangana area? Well, is a little bit a technical thing because during this entire process, Godavari district area now overlaps to Khammam, I think Warangal, I think Khammam district of Telangana, was lot of territorial changes were done. So some parts were given, some parts were taken. So even these are minor areas, small villages like that. Not a big area, still technically they are there. But in that process I didn't include here the Koraput and Ganjam. Berhampur was given to Orissa long back, that is Ganjam district, Berhampur district or Berhampur district, Koraput area and Malkagiri area and Jaipur area and so on. So those are also certain points you can keep in mind. So predecessors and successors. Successors was first because it's not really a successor. Madras Presidency was a part of Dominion of India, so I put the name. Then successors are today's Andhra State, that is Simandhra State predominantly, a Mysore State that is called later designated as a Karnataka State, and Madras State that is later designated as a Tamil Nadu State, Kerala State. And we should also keep Lakshadweeps were also administered part of Madras, that is now a union territory. So here you can see this blue area is Madras Presidency given to Andhra State, and yellow areas are Madras Presidency, and this Malabar area given to Travancore-Cochin, and South Kannada given to Mysore State. That is about the Madras Presidency genesis and demise. 1652 formation as a trading post, 48 tightening over Nawab of Arcot and 1801 the treaty and major territorial gains. 47 the name change from presidency to the Madras State, and 53 first bifurcation, that is secession of northern Telugu speaking districts. 56 the major reorganization of the state. So we discussed about South Kannada district before. We discussed about the Ballari district. It was a part of Andhra state for I think 2.5 years or so, and we discussed about Malabar district and Kanyakumari district as a part of dissolution process. We have seen this slide. This is the dissolution process. We have seen this slide, and 53, 56 reorganizations of Madras State. This is the original 51 districts. There's almost the same districts of 1801 Carnatic Treaty. All the light blue green areas: Madras Presidency, West Coast District, Tamil speaking district, and Telugu speaking district. This we saw the Madras Presidency, genesis, demise. This is a very important slide. Again, as we discussed, I will be presenting these slides. You may see some overlaps, but it will tell a different story. It is made with a purpose to impart you the deeper understanding of spatio-temporal changes that South Asia, our motherland, Bharatavarsha, has undergone during Eurasia. Each slide, as you know, my presentation stands alone. I talk extemporally. I won't use any material at all. Whatever present in the slide, I talk. This is the knowledge which I have been a student since 1977. I spend almost every day 6, sometimes 10 hours only reading about Mother Bharat, researching, making up the maps. I would like to impart this vast knowledge, transfer to interesting people in the process of developing Hindu intellectualism in Bharat, which I notice lot of Hindus very poor in presenting their viewpoint to others. They are merely pushovers, I felt. So if you understand your motherland, your territory, your language, culture, you will be very good in articulating, presenting your viewpoint. It will give you intellectual pleasure, and also your audience will be very happy. You have educated them and they understood what you are talking about. You are able to articulate the issues clearly. So this is the final slide. We will see. It will tell the entire story, and I will tell you in a different way, and a discerning audience can understand. He will get a different concept. Let us go over it. This is Madras Presidency, evolution and dissolution, as it says. Its major territorial acquisitions, consolidation in 1801, that is the Carnatic Treaty with Azim daula and with East India Company Bahadur. These the light blue area are Madras Presidency districts. 1947 is partition plus independence. Partition first, independence next. See the difference. We'll talk about it at certain other time. 52 is the first. 53 is a typo here. 1953, first major dissolution happened. That is the Telugu speaking districts. That is Costa district or Sarkar district plus ceded districts or Rayalaseema districts. North of Coromand, Pulikart Lake were separated from Madras State in 1953 October, formed Andhra State, not Andhra Pradesh. That was a successor for that. With Kurnool as a capital, and 1956 dissolution, further dissolution, consolidated residuary state. So this is how the evolution occurred. How did the evolution occur? First, when it started, 1653, Madras Military Post Trading Center. After Carnatic Wars in 1748, East India Company Bahadur, that is Madras Presidency, in this region in Deccan, Dakshina Bharat, gained control over Nawab's territories, became a de facto ruler. Armies moved from here to Mysore and fought wars without the permission of Carnatic Nawab residing at Arcot on the river Palar River, and sometimes he resided in Chowpak Palace in Madras city. Muhammad Ali Khan Walaza and Umdatul Umara. 1801 treaty was made. From that, before that, the Mysorean wars in 1792 gave Baramahal district, that is Salem district, and Dindigul district, Kodaikanal, that is the western part of bigger Madurai district, that is Kodaikanal, Dindigul, Nilakottai, Madurai, and Ramanathapuram, and so on. And 1799, fourth war, the company got to Kannada district. Third war, it got Baramahal, Dindigul, and Malabar. So you can see in this evolution a clear-cut picture if you visualize. We are not seeing Kanyakumari here at all, because at that time 4 taluks of Kanyakumari district, vilancode, Kalkulum, Thovala Agastewaram, were part of Travancore kingdom or Tiruvakkanur kingdom or Venad kingdom, which was first located at Padmanabhapuram in Tamil-speaking area, grew further, and later the capital moved, I think Balarama Raja, Dharmaraja moved to Tiruvananthapuram in Trivandrum district. So Sarkar districts were given various phases during 3-4 decades by the Asafiya ruler Nizam Ali Khan, that is Hyderabad state, that is Godavari region, Vijayanagaram region, Krishna region, Guntur region. What the British East India Company Bahadur got for Madras State Presidency was from the Nawab is very clear here, you can see. It got Nellore district, bigger Nellore district, I think south of Gundlakamma river or so here, and North Arcot district, South Arcot district, and even before the Nawab gave Chengalpattu district to the Madras Presidency. So final 1801 treaty, Nawab gave Nellore district, North Arcot district, South Arcot district, Tiruchirappalli district, Madurai district, and Tirunelveli. Madurai Tirunelveli, this is essentially Poligar area. Poligars, local rulers ruled it. British finally subdued them and finally annexed it. Almost by 1799, when the Mysorean war ended, Tanjavur Maharaja signed a treaty and gave the military and civil and administration of the entire kingdom and became a pensionee. This is the Pudukkottai princely state which borders Tanjavuru and Tiruchirappalli and older Madurai district. This is Banganpalli in Kurnool district, that was a Shia princely state, finally integrated after partition independence in 1947. This is Sandur, was not a princely state in Ballari district. It is like a Jamindari or Thakuri type of thing. So you see, during the evolution of Madras Presidency, you can clearly see here Sarkar district, ceded district, original Madras city state, then Chengalpattu district and Baramahal Dindigul and Malabar District and Coimbatore District to Kannada District, and this entire thing like Nellore to Arcot, Tiruchirappalli, Madurai, Tirunelveli were ceded to or given to East India Company in 1801. So that is about the Madras city, which is started as a trading post. Then Madras Presidency. Initially it got Chengalpattu district and Sarkar districts. Got lot of territory from Mysoreans. And final territorial acquisition came in 1901 treaty when Azim daula signed the treaty. And from 1801 the territories, the districts almost remained the same. There may be certain bifurcations within the districts. That's not a serious thing, that because the Madurai district was separated and become Madurai Ramnath district, and North Arcot district shed certain areas and formed Chittoor district. Originally the Anantapur district became Ballari district, also bifurcated into Anantapur districts, and so on. So these are the minor internal modifications. And Salem district, Baramal district, northern part Krishnagiri, Dharmapuri, southern part Salem, and so on. But for nearly 150 years, starting 1801 to 1947, the districts or the territorial integrity of the state Madras Presidency was almost preserved. Only 1953 major secession happened, and final secession and consolidation of Madras State and as a Tamil Nadu happened after State Reorganization occurred. So that is about Madras Presidency / Madras State / truncated Madras State and second truncated Madras State, evolution, dissolution, genesis and demise. I wanted to talk about. Thank you very much for your support. I appreciate you subscribing our channel, going to be a major educational channel, bringing South Asia into South Asia in the form of icons, maps and images. As I call our channel is going to be 6Ks, start from Khyber in Pakhtun's territory and Kalat in Beluchi territory, Kacha or Kutch in Gujarati territory, Kanyakumari in Tamil territory, and Kamarupa or Kamrup in Assamese territory, Ahom's territory, and Kashmir in Dogra's territory. That is Khyber, Kalat, Kacha, Kanyakumari, Kamarup and Kashmir. I am going to bring to you in the form of maps, images and pictures. If you pay attention and listen to them, you will get a lot of understanding, and you should change your outlook of this particular portion of the world. Bhumata, Dhatri, the consort of Lord Vishnu, Bhudevi, and we'll be talking about India, South Asia. Now we discussed about Dakkan, Dakshin Bharat, Madras Presidency, its genesis and its demise, which survived for 300 years. In future lectures, we'll discuss about the similar things, the Bombay Presidency and Bengal Presidency, British Punjab, central provinces, and lot of other things. We'll go on adding to our South Asia channel. Thank you very much, and looking forward your cooperation and comments, criticisms, compliments. This is J. Reddy from North America. Dhanyavad. Bye.